Hey everyone, and welcome to downtown Miami. We're currently standing right outside the beautiful and brand new Aston Martin residences, and we have a great view overlooking Brickell as well as Brickell Key. So on today's walking tour, we're going to be going from downtown Miami across the Brickell Bridge and exploring all the new and exciting things that Brickell has to offer. Now, I'm sure you've seen a lot of the headlines and a lot of the articles about all of the expansion and development that's been going on here in Miami, particularly in downtown Miami and Brickell. So we'll be talking a little bit about that today. If you look across the water, you'll see the icon Brickell, and a little bit further behind there, you'll see really where all the main kind of financial centers are. And Ken Griffin and Citadel Securities, as well as the hedge fund, will be building their mega tall skyscraper, state-of-the-art skyscraper in the heart of Brickell in order to make Wall Street South. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this tour started. It's a beautiful day. It's about 87 degrees. It's quite humid, and it is partly cloudy. This is the new Miami River Greenway here. This was recently completed once they completed the Aston Martin residences, which was a massive, massive success. And it was a complete and total sellout. Really nice landscaping outside of the Aston Martin. This beautiful kind of wading pool here. You even have places to dock your boats too. Downtown Miami, but Brickell specifically, is becoming extremely walkable. And I think if you want to compete with cities like New York City, you really have to be walkable and have everything within a few blocks radius. Here's the main valet of the Aston Martin residences. Pretty busy too, might I add. And for this time of year, which is technically the off-season, it's pretty impressive to see a lot of people actually home. This Miami Greenway is really beautiful. So if you live here, you can come out for a morning run or a run after work, get a lot of exercise. I would say the walkability, the cleanliness is what is really going to drive a lot of the growth down here. You could even see the Viceroy, Brickell, the residences, now selling. This is completed. And I'll give you one more look at Brickell Key. And it's a pretty clear day, so you could even see all the way out to Fisher Island. One of the things I'm really excited about as it relates to Brickell Key, if I zoom in all the way here, this little white building on the right, that's the Mandarin Oriental Hotel. And it's actually slated for demolition because they're building two brand new buildings. One of which is going to be the brand new Mandarin Oriental Residences, and they're going to have a brand new Mandarin Oriental Hotel as well. I just walked past the Bayside, or the Bayfront Marketplace, and I was checking on the progress of the construction on the new Waldorf Astoria residences, and that thing is going up fast. I would say it probably already has about 20 stories above ground, and it's coming along great. I believe they also achieved the full sellout on the Waldorf Astoria as well. This is now the Epic Marina. I'll give you one more look up all the way at Aston Martin. And then we'll cut across through the valet of the Epic Marina and Hotel. Always have really impressive boats and yachts here. Once again, great views overlooking Brickell Quay. And we'll make a left on Southeast 4th Street. Near the JW Marriott Hotel. It's 4:30 p.m., so it looks like rush hour traffic is just starting as everybody leaves Brickell and downtown Miami. So this is Southeast 4th Street. This would be the main entrance in the valet to the Aston Martin residences. You also have Gordon Ramsay's new restaurant across the street. And here you have the JW Marriott marquee. We're going to merge onto the Brickell Bridge here, and you're going to be able to see the Miami Tower, also known as the City National Bank building. It's one of my favorite buildings to look at, particularly at nighttime in Miami, because it's so colorful. Really stands out amongst the skyline. And there you have it. Right next to the Wells Fargo Center, you could see a little bit further at the Miami Tower, which also has a Metro Mover station right in it. City National Bank building. Oh wow, looks like the drawbridge is up. Maybe we'll see some sort of major boat going by. But even if you look to the right, you have more residences going up. I mean, the amount of new housing supply that is coming on the market is really astonishing, and I'm pretty optimistic about it because, you know, ever since the pandemic, Miami has gotten expensive, almost as expensive as New York. And the only solution to the affordability crisis is to satiate a lot of that demand with new supply, and Miami's been doing a really good job of that. We've also been seeing this in other major boom cities post-COVID, such as Austin, Texas. Rents have been coming down a lot, and prices have been coming down a lot in Austin because they've been building so much supply. And I think that's very healthy for the growth of the city. This is overlooking where we just were, the Miami Greenway. Quickly check out the view from the bridge. Now, if you look at that conglomerate of buildings all the way in the distance, that is the skyline of the South of 5th neighborhood in South Beach. Very cool. This is another really unique view. You can see a little bit of the 200 Southeast Financial Center. You can see the very top of the Aston Martin residences, and as well as the Epic Hotel and Residences. And then really great water views from here as well. Now, the 200 Southeast Financial Center is the temporary headquarters of Citadel. We talked about Citadel at the beginning of the video. They've moved their corporate headquarters from Chicago, Illinois, down here to Miami, Florida, and they are in the process of building their Class A office tower right off of Brickell Avenue in Brickell. So Palm Beach and parts of Miami, specifically Brickell, will be named Wall Street South. Just really breathtaking views from here. See all the traffic from people getting off of work now. This is now the Icon Brickell and the W Hotel. Okay, we've officially crossed over from downtown Miami to Brickell. We are now walking on Brickell Avenue. Here's the main valet of the icon Brickell here. And the W. We're going to pass Bank of America Tower in just a minute. Another construction project that I'm really excited about, which is actually coming along quite nicely, is One Bayfront Plaza. They've just started the demolition on that old, really dilapidated building, and they're clearing the lot for the construction. It's going to be an amazing new building. And it's supposed to have a connecting bridge to the Metromover station. Here's the First Presbyterian Church. This is a beautiful building. Now, a project that isn't coming along so nicely is right on the corner of Southeast 7th Street. This was supposed to be One Brickell City Centre, and I think the project is temporarily on hold. Looking over towards the right, that would be Mary Brickell Village, and really the heart of Brickell by the Brickell City Centre. Now that they've partially demolished this building, you have a direct view of the Brickell City Centre here. It's a pretty impressive skyline, and it's only supposed to keep growing. Here's Trulux. Once you get to Southeast 8th Street, if you make a left, if you're walking southbound on Brickell Avenue, that'll bring you to the main bridge that will bring you over to Brickell Key, which is where they're developing the new Mandarin Oriental residences and the hotel. This is 801 Brickell. And then this white building in the distance, that's the Mandarin Oriental Hotel, which is slated for demolition. I think this is a new Joe and the Juice location in here. To the right, you have the Dolce & Gabbana residences, Southeast 10th Street. And here you have the Panorama Tower, which is currently the tallest building in Miami.
I'm going in.
Continue to walk down a little bit further, and then we'll make a right, and we'll walk up through Brickell Village. (1101) Brickell Avenue is the Panorama Tower. If we were to make a left, we'll reach the lot where Citadel is going to build their new office tower. Southeast 12th Street and make a left. To the left of us is the JW Marriott Hotel. And you can see even more construction down here on more residential units. So as all these corporations keep coming down here, it's going to be really good with all this new construction to satiate a lot of that demand for people moving down here. Once we cross here, we'll go ahead and make a left. You'll also see a lot of these food delivery robots here. So instead of the food delivery bicycle guys and girls here in downtown Miami and in Brickell, we have these little robots that kind of roam around. And we're now coming up on the lot where Citadel's new office tower is going to sit. It's going to have amazing views too. It's a waterfront lot. It's a little hazy, but in the distance you can see Fisher Island perfectly. I'll try to zoom in, but ever so faintly you'll see all those buildings with those orange roofs. That's Fisher Island, and the big tall buildings to the left of it is the entire skyline of South Point Park, or the South of 5th neighborhood. So here's the lot. That's going to be amazing views. I just want to check out the waterfront here. Because the views are always great. This is the Mark on Brickell Bay. Some of the views are going to be obstructed here by the new office tower. And here you see the very, very south end of the Mandarin Oriental. So at the very, very tip of Brickell Quay, that is the showroom for the Mandarin Oriental residences. Just breathtaking views. Again, all the way out to Fisher Island and South Point Park. And the tower is going to sit in this lot right here. we'll head back towards Mary Brickell Village and the Brickell City Centre. Go ahead and make a left at this intersection. 888 Brickell is the site for the Dolce & Gabbana residences. It's also going to have a hotel component. And here you can see the Metro Mover going by. And you're going to start to see a lot of the main buildings of Brickell, as well as some of the Brickell City Centre. This is 1010 Brickell. This is also another really nice building here. But I really like this shot of the skyline here. This is a pretty good coffee shop. This is Crema. There's another one of those food delivery robots. And this is the 10th Street Metro Mover station. And this will bring us right outside Sexy Fish, which is a very popular nightlife spot here in Brickell, Mary Brickell Village. And we're about to merge right on South Miami Avenue. Really nice Spanish style architecture here. North Italia here. This has really nice indoor and outdoor seating. And now this is really the heart of Mary Brickell Village. And here you have the main Moxie's. This is a very, very popular spot here. It's almost always packed. This is Rosetta Bakery. Here we are by the Brickell City Centre. This is the SLS Lux Residences. And then you have the Henry across the street. And the main Brickell City Centre. And here we are inside the Brickell City Centre. It's really, really nice in here. We'll take the escalator up to the second floor and we'll check out some of the views. They keep it so clean and orderly in here. And you have one of the flagship Starbucks locations on the third floor. You have really great views all throughout. And I like how they engineered it and designed it so if it's raining, you never have to leave the city center to get around because there's all these connector bridges. This is the flagship Apple store. You also have a Saks Fifth Avenue and an Aloe. and the roof is designed for optimal airflow. And on the top floor, you have all the restaurants. And here you have all the great views overlooking Brickell. It's very unique. I really like this restaurant up here, Motek. This is Israeli food. It's very good. But just the views up here are so cool. And then this side is looking northbound. There's even rental apartments above us. So if it's a really rainy day and you live here, you could essentially make a whole day out of it by just walking around the Brickell City Centre, going to the restaurants, the movie theaters here. They even have a Luke's Lobster location here. I never knew they had a Luke's Lobster here. Here you have the flagship Starbucks. And right here you have the connection to the Metro Mover. It's so convenient. And it's pretty busy in here today, probably because it's so humid outside. It's very hot and it's very humid here. Lots of people in the Starbucks. I want to check out what's all the way back here. It looks like they have a Joe and the Juice location here. This appears to be new. And then down here is the street level. And this way is looking over South Miami Avenue. And yet again, even more building for residential units. I think this is a Korean
out of thin air.
Cosmetic store. Really nice seating space out here. This is a mini golf place. Open from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Very cool. There's just so much stuff to do here. It's crazy. Alright, if you guys enjoyed that walking tour from downtown Miami to Brickell, as well as the Brickell City Centre, please leave a like on the video and subscribe for more Miami walking tours. And if you're thinking about moving to Miami and you need help buying a property, feel free to reach out to me in the email address below. And as always, we'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching.